Ascott REIT has a large portfolio of 64 properties across 12 countries. How do you manage such a diverse portfolio of assets, and how do you determine which markets to invest in?
For day-to-day property management, we actually engage our sponsor, the Ascott Limited, to manage it on our behalf. So Ascott Limited is the largest international service residence owner and operator in the world. They have about 28,000 units across 70 cities in 20 countries. So with that large footprint, for them, management of properties across the various cities and countries is not an issue. We look at it from the asset point of view and from the portfolio point of view to ensure that the portfolio is actually stable and growing as well.
Ascott REIT has grown significantly since listing, but it seems you're still looking to grow the portfolio. Where do you see the growth coming from?
We have grown about 3 times since listing in March 2006. When we first listed, we were 700 million US across 12 properties. And now we have about US 2.2 billion worth of assets. Right. So we have grown 3 times in 5 years. We have achieved a pretty much stable portfolio. So the next group of assets and countries that we're looking at will be growth markets. So growth markets include cities like second tier and third tier cities of China. We like Vietnam and of course Singapore and London. Singapore and London properties within our portfolio have been performing very well, especially the last 18 to 24 months. And we have good reasons to believe that they will continue to do so. Yeah.
So what do you think investors are looking for when they invest in Ascott REIT?
In current climate, especially uncertain market, investors are looking more and more for stability. So, and yet, of course, they still hope to have some growth. So our REIT actually provide them with both this opportunity, stability as well as growth. Where do our stability come from? We come from our arrangement with our sponsor. We have master leases arrangement with our sponsor. So of the 26 European properties, 19 of them are on master leases. And the remaining 7 properties, of which majority are in London, they are on management contract but with downside protected via the minimum guarantees. So this together, master leases and minimum guarantee, forms about 40% of our gross profit. So this gives us the stability that we want. The other group of assets, the remaining 38 properties are in Asia Pacific markets. And as we all know, Asia Pacific markets are actually the growing market. So this actually allows us to have upside from the organic rental growth. So we have both stability and rental growth. And not forgetting, as I mentioned earlier, Ascott Group, Ascott Limited is the largest owner-operator of service residence in the world. So with so many properties, they have actually a pipeline of about 2.5 billion of assets available for us for our future acquisition. That again adds an element of growth into our portfolio. Investors are also looking for high and stable yield when they invest in real estate investment trust. So our REIT itself currently, based on the forecast distribution of 7.74 cents per unit for the year 2011, represents about 6.8% yield. And this is about 450 basis points above the risk-free rate, which is the Singapore government 10-year bond rate of 2.3%. Yeah. And this stability is also enhanced and reinforced during the recent global financial crisis in 2009, where we actually distributed 7.32 cents per unit.
And you've invested too in human capital. How important are well-trained staff to the growth of the business?
As you know, hospitality is a human business. So it's very, very important to us to train our staff and to provide them with opportunities for development. We have a training center called Ascott Center for Excellence, and this center actually ties up with very well known and established institutions within the country to train our staff. The courses include technical skill sets like how to make a bed, for example, housekeeping, first aid, all the way to management skill set of running a property. So we have actually trained about 1,000 of our staff in the year 2010 itself.
So finally, what do you think are the success factors giving you a competitive edge in the serviced residence business and enabling Ascott REIT to deliver stable returns to unit holders?
In hospitality, scale is a very critical factor. And we, of course, have scale because we have 64 properties across so many cities. And of tying up with our sponsor, the Ascott Limited, allow us to even tap into their international network. So that actually gives us an edge over other hospitality players that don't have a sponsor. Yeah.
Chong Kee Hiong, thank you very much.
Thank you.